Yeah,
you?
this has been a cracking session, by the way.
Good. I'm glad you found that. I want to try and pin you in position because you keep on moving around.
Okay, this might be this as well. So I
Yeah.
can hold that one still.
Gallery. Right, there you are, Lewis. Yeah, go on.
Yes. Yeah, hello. Are you getting reverb on this, or is this
It's okay, Lewis.
okay?
I'll let you know if there's a problem. So yeah, I'm glad that you're getting a lot from the session. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. Very good.
so what's here for you now?
So what's here for me now is how to properly get this and get it in my brain so that when I leave here tonight, it's kind of anchored as
Okay,
much as possible, as much as I can do in this session.
sure. Okay. So how can I get this into your brain so that it's anchored when you leave here tonight?
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's the body. Is that the body mind or the mind? That's the identity. That's the what you're talking about. The identity, isn't it? That's
yeah. Okay, so let's look at that. Let me unpack that with you. And I want to use this as a little bit of an example. Because when I hear things, what I'm hearing all the time is beliefs and identity. You know, when the question comes, I'm hearing beliefs, I'm hearing identity.
right.
That's what I'm hearing. This is not specifically just for you, Lewis. This is,
No,
this is
no,
all the questions. So you're our little guinea pig here.
cool.
So if you'll bear with this. So
Yeah.
how can I get this so that I can anchor this and all the rest of it? So when that question's looked at and heard, the question, see what's being looked at, looking at it from the space of awareness, there's the knowing that in the form of Lewis, awareness is present. But Lewis, as the identity of Lewis, doesn't appear to get that at the moment because it's bought into the Lewis identity. And Lewis is wanting to get this. How can I get that I, if you just bear with this, Lewis, that I is wanting to get it. But are you that I? Are you that small I?
I'm trying to interpret the terms you're using. Am I the I? What's the question? Am I the?
Because the question is, are you the Lewis I?
Yeah, yeah. It's like my brain's not quite big enough to get the whole
Yeah,
equation.
don't worry about that. You don't. Fortunately, you don't need your brain for this. Are you the Lewis I, or are you that which you are you the infinite I, the infinite awareness?
Right. When you said, "Are you the Lewis?" I felt an anxiety in my side.
Yeah. Okay.
The awareness side feels a bit safer and more at ease. So I prefer this one, whichever.
So anxiety appeared. Anxiety appeared. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. And that was noticed, was it not?
yes.
Yeah. So, are you the anxiety, or was that an appearance?
Um, am I the anxiety, or is that? Am I the?
Did the anxiety appear?
Yeah,
Yes, you said yes.
yeah. There's anxiety appearing, but
Yeah.
I'm not that.
So it was observed, was it not? That the anxiety. It like 1 minute there might maybe a minute or two ago there may not have been anxiety there, and then it appeared.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. With that thought that you
Yeah.
the
Perfect. Good. Good. So it was seen to arise with that pointing that was shared.
yes.
So the anxiety was like the wave that I've talked about, yes? 1 minute it was not there and then it appeared
All right. Okay. Yeah.
on the screen. Are you happy with that? Don't just agree
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
me, just but yeah.
Yeah. It's appearing now.
Yeah. So it's being noticed now, the anxiety.
Yes.
Being noticed. Will you just allow that to be felt?
Yeah, it's changing as I'm being with it.
Yeah, okay, so just allow that to change.
Okay, so don't even
Allow that, yeah, don't analyze it, it's just there, and just, you're not going to fight it, you don't need to analyze it in any way. Just allow that to
so
change.
I'm allowing it to change, or am I just
Just allowing, just allowing, just
allowing?
watching, not doing anything at all,
Yeah.
not trying to figure it out, not trying to label it.
So allowing it to change.
Yeah, if it's changing, let it change.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just there. It's just there. And so it's being observed. So just come with me on this now. It's just being observed. It may be changing. It may be increasing in intensity. It may be decreasing in intensity. It could be coming and going, whatever. Just simply let that happen. Just simply let that happen. No need to ask any questions of it. It's just simply there. And it's simply there and it's being noticed because you can report it to us, to me. So anxiety, if you can see my hands here, to use a little bit of an example, is appearing on the screen of consciousness, on the green screen. And there's a witnessing presence. It's just simply witnessing. Okay with that?
Trying to get my understand witnessing, not understand, but get witnessing presence, to get what you fully mean by that.
Okay, so don't try and analyze that. You know that there's the appearance of anxiety. There's a knowing. There's an observation. It's been reported. You've shared that with us. It has been shared. There had to be a seeing, did there not, to be able to report that?
Yes.
Yes. Good. That which is seeing is not the anxiety. Just be with that. Don't try and analyze it. Mind, just be with this whilst I'm talking now, Lewis. Don't try and analyze anything I'm saying, just simply allow. Mind, it may be right now trying to fight this, trying to get something, trying to understand something, trying to figure its way through this maze, to find a way out of the maze. Just let that be noticed. It may be wanting this to go, to understand, to get it, what Philip, or it perceives as Philip is trying to say. Forget all that. Just allow, just watch. It might be reaching, stretching, striving to somehow reach this pinnacle of awareness. But the reaching the stretching, the striving, the trying to understand. If any of these are going on, that's also being seen. That's all okay. There's a sensation, a phenomenon, which we called anxiety, that appeared. If we just for a moment took that label away from it, didn't give it a label, there's just some kind of sensation. That's being allowed. Again, not analysing, not fixing, letting that sensation be there to its full intensity. Trusting in awareness. It may be the sensation, we've taken a label away from it. We've still got the word sensation, but okay, we need to use something. It's here. But it's not being judged. We're not gonna judge it. It's just simply here. We started off with, how can I get this after this session overnight, integrate it, and so that I can really embrace this. And what I would like to offer to you, just whilst we're continuing to watch, that I that's trying to get it, wants to get it, seeking to get it, won't get it. Never. Ever. Great news, good laugh. That's right. It won't. That I will never get it. So what's the point in that trying? Because it's a struggle that will never be overcome. However, the big news is, the great news is, the I, the capital I, that one is, already gets it, already knows, already is this. And mind might go, but. So we'll just allow the buts to be there. And remember, the one that's striving, reaching, seeking, searching, it might want to go on doing that, but it'll just let it be observed. And we'll trust awareness. We'll trust awareness. Just be still and watch. Just be still and watch. Yeah. Nothing to get, nothing to do. No striving, no searching, no seeking. just simply here. Maybe sensations here too, but it's an appearance. It's okay. It's okay, sensation. Let sensation be there. Accept. Even if sensation is highly intense, just let that be felt. Not going to fight it. Just simply here, simply present. Let me check back in with you where you are, what's here now.
Awareness.
Good.
Yeah, this is trying to get it.
Yeah, so just let that be there, that trying, and watch it.
Yeah.
Because in the trying, you will fail. And
Right.
you will try and try and try and try, and you will fail and fail and fail. And then in the end, if you can excuse my language here, bugger this. And this will be the surrender part that Philippe's question was yesterday. Sod this for a game of soldiers, as we say in English. And surrender, or the experience of surrender happens, and then the knowing arises. You see, it is effortless, this. Ultimately effortless. It's in the striving and the reaching that we push it away. There's nothing for you to prove. There's nothing for you to do. There's no way to get this. None at all. In a million years, you will not get this. And because you are already this. End of. Simples. So the seeker becomes the realizer. Let me check back with Lewis again. What's here now?
Yeah, I suppose just a feeling of anxiety happening, but stillness.
Okay. Trust the stillness and watch the anxiety. Actually, in trusting the stillness, one is the stillness. One realizes one is the stillness. Don't try to get this, any of this, over the next these 2.5 days. Don't break it down. Don't think you know. Perfect, Lewis. Good. Keep laughing. Don't think you know, because you don't.
Right. Yeah.
You don't.
So I don't know.
Yeah. The small I doesn't know.
Yes. Yeah. You were saying that it won't get what it wants to get.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm kind of following something that is kind of impotent in a way.
Yeah. You're chasing your tail.
Right.
You're never going to get there. You're like our puppy Joel in the lounge right now. I can see him running around in circles chasing his tail.
Right. At least he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this is true, Lewis. This is a good observation, this. Because the ego does enjoy it. It's a fantastic game.
Oh,
It's a fantastic game until
yeah.
it gets completely pissed off with it. Excuse the French phrase there, but eventually it gets fed up.
God. Yeah, I hope so.
Sorry about the language there, folks. I'm just trying to emphasize the point.
Yeah, nice one. Do it.
You know, like I'm really fed up with this now. Oh, and that's the point. And then it gets totally and utterly, completely and utterly fed up. I've had enough of this. And at this point is when the experience of surrender happens.
Right. So is that the mind that gets fed up?
Yeah, the ego mind is really ego mind. I'm equating the two. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That one. Okay.
It goes round and round and round and round in circles, tighter and tighter, ever decreasing circles. It gets so dense, so heavy, so compressed, so tight, so contracted. And it's like an atomic bomb. It implodes. The, the identity implodes, or at least part of it does. And if the implosion is big enough, what follows the implosion is an explosion, an expansion. It's a bit like that. A bit like that.
So my ego will disappear and then it'll come back with a vengeance type thing.
Well, depends on how profound and deep the implosion's been. It can be complete. It's rare, to be honest. Usually a partial implosion, and there's a bit deeper seeing. Yeah. And the reason for that is because, you know, awareness will bring to you that, and this will flower in the way that serves the experience in this form, in the highest good now, kind of like what you're ready for, so to speak, or what is right now in service of this truth. But if the trust is deep enough, and the allowing is deep enough, it can be quite a big implosion and explosion. It doesn't mean that there isn't still more that might come. It's just part of the process. Yeah. So the fact that you were laughing during this at various points is, for me, is great, because you know that's a seeing. That's a seeing.
Right, cool. Nice one.
See, Lewis has been trying to get this. He might have been for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or whatever, and he's never going to get it. He's never going to get it. Awareness already has it, and you're that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of takes some of the chore out of this, you know. I mean, if like I must, you know, like, oh, I must do this self-realization thing. Well, you'll never do that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, my goal for 2021 is to be self-realized. Yeah, okay. I'll speak to you in 10 years' time.
Right.
No, you see, we make it into a goal,
Right.
and making it into a goal pushes it away from you.
Right.
Not a goal. Those beings that have realized this didn't achieve or attain anything. It was simply realized what was blindingly obvious all the time. So, you know, sometimes it's useful to think of it this way, you know, no person was ever enlightened. You might say the Gautama or Siddhartha, or whatever his name was, the Buddha. Yeah, well, he's an enlightened being. Yeah, but it's not the person. It's only the awareness as awareness that realizes itself as awareness. It may be made manifest in the form of a particular human being, but only awareness realizes itself as awareness. And then there's a purity in its expression in that form. Enlightenment, realization, simply is. That's it. It's not personal in any way. So to try to reach this goal is to fail. To realize, to accept one does not know and one will never get it is to realize. It's to mind, it will sound counterintuitive.
Yeah, this is Cohen-y kind of area, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It feels Cohen-y.
Cohen.
Like,
Is this a
yeah.
guy, Andrew Cohen, you're thinking about?
No, the is it, who is it that does Cohen? Zen, isn't it? Zen Buddhism?
I don't know, to be honest, Lewis. Yeah.
They're like this. It's kind of,
Oh,
yeah.
a koan. Sorry, a koan. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, you're right. Yeah. I think what you pointed out there is accurate. I'm not schooled in any tradition, by the way, folks. For those
Yeah,
who don't want to know, this was all direct. So I'm not schooled in Zen, Tantra, Advaita, and whatever. None of that. None of that's necessary. I mean, they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but it's ultimately it's all direct. You must drop all the teachings. It's said. I think I went to a Buddhist monastery. Was it last year? I can't remember when. No, it must have been the year before now. And there's a guy there giving a kind of guided tour and what have you, and saying, oh yeah, the Buddha has 84,000 teachings, and they're supposed to read these and stuff like that. And I thought, yeah, there's a problem. You see, even if you learnt the 84,000 teachings, if it is 84,000 teachings of the Buddha off by heart, you may still not get this. I'd say chuck it in the bin. Burn it on the fire. That might seem a bit ridiculous statement to make, but if all you're trying to do is regurgitate that, then that's not it. But yeah, you're right. I think you're right about the koan. This kind of, I think what you're pointing out there is accurate.
How did you phrase it again? What was the words that you if you can remember?
I can't remember, but I was basically saying, Lewis will not get this.
Lewis will not get this.
Yeah. Awareness is already this.
So Lewis will not get this. Not get this. And awareness is already this.
Yeah, and you are awareness.
Yes.
So it's as what I was pointing at, it's in the striving and the reaching that the suffering occurs. It is in the accepting and the embracing that the realization flowers.
The striving and reaching.
In the striving and the reaching, there will be suffering. There is suffering. In the allowing, the accepting is realization.
Right. So if I strive and I reach, I'm going to suffer.
Exactly. Yeah. What's crucial is in trusting the awareness. Things will percolate up into conscious awareness. There will be invitations that maybe to watch a video, to read a book, or to do some specific thing. This you can trust because this is in service of, especially if it's a surprise, this is in service of truth. It just percolates up naturally. Whereas if one tries to analyze, plot a critical path to enlightenment, that's not going to work. There are the 10 steps to enlightenment. Yeah, okay, forget that. How are we doing, Lewis? I'm conscious I'm using you as a guinea pig here.
No,
So
I'm grateful. Yeah, it's making sense what you're saying.
good.
I suppose there's the grasping at it, so that's going to bring me suffering, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that enough for you for now? Is that kind of?
You throw at me what you want. I'm happy to take it. But if you want to give me a breather and get somebody fresh on the ropes, you're welcome.
Okay, well, I think I'll do that. Let that percolate through you.
But welcome to, if you feel.
Yeah. I think you've done a great job being the guinea pig there, Lewis.